Okay, so I think now it's properly set up. So today I am going to show you how to make this beautiful pendant, which is a follow-up of the previous tutorial where I showed you how to make this cubic right angle weave with a bead included in. This bead was 4 mm. Today we are going to work with 6 mm pearls. And for this, if for a 4 mm we needed 11 O's, for a 6 mm we need 8 O's. The difference between this one and this one, it's simply that we stack two units on top of the other. And of course, we can get this beautiful bracelet made with 6 mm and 8 O's using the same technique that we are using for the pendant. Okay, so I tried to think about how to make the work more visible. I also have a previous tutorial where I showed you how to make the main unit, and I should put that one in a link somewhere around. And today I will just work with you the units, and I will focus on how to stack them one on top of the other. So we start by picking up 4 seed beads, in this case 8 O's, that will create the right angle with the base of the unit. Okay, we go back and then we make a knot. Okay, now we move, it's quite noisy, I think. Now we move the thread up the next seed bead after the knot, and that is what we call position 1. So position 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now we start our cubic right angle weave. And for this, we know that we have a wall that will be 3 beads high, and we pick up also a bead for the ceiling. Then we pick up our bead, the 6 mm bead. So this is the sequence that we need to put on the needle in position 1. We close position 1 and then we move to position 2. So here we have the first wall of the cubic right angle weave unit. Now we continue with the second wall. So we pick up 1, 2, 3 seed beads for the height of the wall, 1 for the ceiling, and we try to replicate the same color. And now we connect with the 3 beads from the previous wall, go through the floor, and then we move the thread to the next position 3 seed bead from the floor. Now we continue with adding the wall 1, 2, 3, and 1 for the ceiling. Connect with the wall, go through the bead from the base. And now at the last wall, we go through position 4, up the pearl we have added, and the work will cup up. And here at the fourth wall, we need to add the ceiling. So we pick up the ceiling, go down the wall, down the floor, and we do not finish off the top. We will finish it at the end of the second half. Now we move the thread through the bead that was position 1, and here we add another right angle weave unit. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Go here and we close the base right angle weave. We move the thread through the floor to the next bead, which will be position 1, and now we build one wall. So 1, 2, 3 for the height of the wall and 1 for the ceiling. Go down through the 3 from the previous wall, through the base, the floor, and go to position 2. Here again we build another wall, so 1, 2, and 3 for the height of the wall, 1 for the ceiling, and we connect with the wall. Go through the floor, and now here we go up position 4, up the pearl, and on this wall we need to add the top, the ceiling bead, and goes down like this. We go down again through the floor, through the bead, and here is where we connect our top beads in the figure of 8. So we go through this one, the middle one, the one that sits above the pearl, and pick up this one, and this one in a circular manner, and go back to the middle one. So this would be the first half of the 8. And now we pick up these ones from the second part of our unit. And this is how it looks. I know it's very colorful, but it's really for the purpose of the tutorial. When I have made this bracelet, I have reinforced this 8 path to make sure that the beads stay together. So if you want, obviously you go back again. When you have finished, you go down to the base, and from that base we create another unit. So I go through the right angle weave of the base, and I position the thread here on this diagonal, because this is the position where we go. So for this, I create another unit. So we start with a right angle weave. So we have 1, 2, 3, and this is the 4th. we move the thread to position 1. And here we start our wall. We are on the back of our work, so we have to add only 1, 2, 3, and 1 for the ceiling. Go down the wall, down the floor, and now we move to position 2 of the floor. And here we are at the front of the work, so we have to add our purl. So we pick up a purl and the ceiling. We go down through the wall, we connect with the floor, and then we move through position 4 up the wall, and here obviously we need to add the ceiling. So we find the ceiling, down the purl, down the floor, and now we position our thread here in the base, and we start the second part of our unit, so another right angle weave. So we pick up 1, 2, 3, no, a wrong color, 1, 2, because I was repeating this one, 3. Okay, the right angle weave unit, move the thread to position 1, and here we have to build the first wall. So we need the height of the wall and the ceiling. Go down through the purl, down the floor, move to position 2. Okay. Now we build up the second wall, 3 for the wall, 1 for the ceiling, down the wall, down the floor. And now for the fourth wall, we only need to go through position 4, through the wall, and here we have to add the ceiling. We go down like this, floor, wall, okay, and now we have to finalize the top. So we go through the middle bead with 8 again, and the other half. And as I was saying, you can reinforce when you actually make a finished product. Okay, so this is the, let's say, phase where we got last time when I was explaining you how to get this one. And now I'll show you how to stack up. To stack up, so here where I have the tail is the right angle weave where I've started. I tend to use that area to start the other row of cubic right angle weave because I think that is more stable. You can do it on top of this one, but I don't know. I like to continue from here. So we are going to use the base, the right angle weave that we already have here to build up our walls. So let's start And now we close it. Oh, I have forgotten to add the ceiling of this unit. Okay, so let's see. So 3 ceiling and the bead. Now we go down the floor, go to position 2, now we have this wall 1, 2, 3 and the ceiling. Go down through the wall, through position 2, position 3, the third wall 1, 2, 3 and the ceiling, down this one, up. And for the fourth wall we just connect position 4 of the floor with the purl, with the ceiling of this unit, and again with the wall. Okay, so as you can see, we already have half of it finished. Now we are going to use the next right angle weave unit to create the second half. So we move through the middle one to the position, what I would call this now is position 1. So we need wall 1, 2, 3 and the ceiling, down this one and up. We move through position 2 and we are building a wall 1, 2, 3 and the ceiling, down the wall, down the floor, and here we move through position 4, up the bead, and we have to add the ceiling, down the wall, and again floor and the purl, connect with the middle bead, and with the figure of 8 we connect the top beads of the cubic right angle weave. Okay, let's have a look. In this moment we have 3 units. If you want, you can consider this to be a very nice pendant as well in itself. And now let's finish the fourth one as we promised. And for this we go down through the wall and we follow the beads and we move our thread on the third right angle weave, and here would be position 1. Okay, and we just repeat what we've done so far. So 3 for the wall, 1 for the ceiling, connect with the wall, go down the floor to the next bead, position 2, and here we are on the front of the pendant, so we need the purl. So we pick up the purl and the ceiling bead. go down the wall, down the floor. We go through the central bead of the right angle weave, through the wall, and here we add the ceiling on the last wall, just like this. So you can see here the central one. And now we move to position 1. And here I don't have any more thread. Let's add some thread. And this is how I add a thread. I'm working with Nymo. And this allows you to do this. Okay. And the knot is there, not moving. I will trim the thread off later. Okay, so here we are. And we start with 1, 2, 3 for the wall. 1 for the ceiling, connect the wall, the floor, and move to position 2 on the right angle with base. Here we make another wall, so 1, 2, 3 for the wall, 1 for the ceiling, and connect with the previous wall with the floor. And now here at the last wall, connect with the floor, with the purl, and we add the ceiling to finish off this last wall. Connect again with the floor and go up the purl. And now obviously we have to finish the top of the right angle weave, go through the middle bead, connect with an 8 shape. So we've done the first cluster of 4 and the second. Okay. And this is our pendant. If you check the difference, this is the size difference between working with 11/0 and 4 millimeter, 8/0 and 6 millimeter. Obviously here in between these beads you can add beads if you want, and I'll show you how it's not quite necessary, because if you see here is an absolutely beautiful edge. You don't really need to do that. It's only if you really want. And now I'll show you how to make this bail. And for this you go to the corner seed bead, or the leading bead if you want, the one that shows us the direction, and we will do this pendant around this bead. Okay, and for this we pick up 8 seed beads, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We close the circle. Now we go up the next 2 and add a bead between 2 and 3. Go through the next 2 pick up another bead, go through the next two, and now we have the third one. Go through the next two and through the base. And obviously you have to go around a few times to reinforce this. What is beautiful is that the position of the beads gives you a natural way of the pendant bail. So if you have, let's see, I don't have, let's say that this needle is the necklace, the string that goes like this, you see that the pendant will have a beautiful natural position. Very nice. I must say that I really enjoy this technique, cubic right angle weave with beads inserted. It gives absolutely beautiful work, flexible, strong, and extremely pleasant to work. And believe it or not, is very fast. As intricate as it looks, is very fast. So I hope you like this tutorial. As we were saying, you can make one strand bracelets or even a choker if you want. The pendants, which can be in 3 units or in 4. If you want, you can continue on this side and make kind of an anchor shape. It's really up to you. And when you double them, they are absolutely beautiful work. Thank you for watching. I think next time I will come up with something I have discovered lately, quite recently, and it's called Hubble stitch. So we will explore how to make that and a few designs with that one. Meanwhile, focus on this cubic right angle weave. Is a beautiful stitch. You will love it, I promise. Thank you for watching. See you next time with another tutorial. Ciao, ciao.